Hello! You all might remember me from the first discussion post. I introduced my mom, Emily. She'll talk to you a little later, but right now I'll tell you how great this class was. Whenever Emily did classwork at home, I'd curl up right next to her and take it all in. We learned a lot together. Things like understanding that leadership is a process which requires adaptability and a desire to learn and grow personally. Learning about our strengths and weaknesses to use our strengths and work on our weaknesses. Discovering different styles of leadership and the benefits and drawbacks of each. Task and relationship orientations, where some will prefer doing things and others are concerned with personal connections. Developing learned leadership skills, administrative skills, interpersonal skills, and conceptual skills. Implementing an effective vision and modeling those ideals and values while expecting the highest performance from your team and empowering them to reach their own goals. Establishing a constructive climate by providing structure, building cohesiveness, and promoting standards of excellence. Embracing diversity, inclusionary practices, and integrating differences in the organization to enrich the company with everyone's different perspectives. Realizing that conflict is inevitable and not always bad. Understanding how people respond to conflict as one of the tools to resolve it. And leading ethically through the 6 pillars of character, actions, goals, and ethical use of the power that comes with. Hey, the cat may have cuddled with Emily while she studied, but where's the fun in that? We played Planet Jockey together. Or maybe she played the game while I tried to get her to play with me. I'd tell you what we learned, but I wasn't really paying attention. Let her tell you about it. Hey guys, it's Emily. My biggest takeaways from the simulation were to always remember why you hired people and why you work with them. Trust them and give them space to grow because they have more talent than you might think. Be transparent with them and engage their questions and criticisms. They'll thank you for it with loyalty and respect. In my job as a supervisor at Starbucks, this means giving people the opportunity to grow in their roles and take risks with them. During our busiest times, it's important to have the right people in the right positions. Making drinks and working the drive-thru are the hardest positions, while working at the cash register tends to be the easiest. I've started giving newer people more opportunities to work in positions other than the register, and I've watched them grow so much more than when I used to just stick them at the front when we're busy. They appreciate the challenges too, and as the textbook reminds us, I always thank them after a busy shift to ensure they feel competent and ready for more challenges. Kitten here. Now that we've bored the ferret, we can talk a bit about what Emily learned about herself in this class through the readings, discussions, and questionnaires in the text. We learned emphasizes skill and leadership, which is good because that means she's confident that she can learn the skills of leadership. Those are things like administrative skills, keeping the organization running through planning and organizing, interpersonal skills, playing well with others, and conceptual skills, concepts and ideas. It's the administrative stuff that she needs to work on. She's also highly democratic in her leadership, which is a style similar to Theory Y. She believes people are generally self-motivated and actually want responsibility and opportunities for growth. She engages in duty and virtue ethics, always trying to fulfill her responsibilities and do the right thing while being faithful to her own principles. She's also a very supportive leader, but needs to work on her participative leadership. It's hard for her to ask for advice and criticism from her leaders, but she understands that in order to grow, she needs to ask for input from her team and advice from her mentors. Her boyfriend, Mark, and I will most appreciate her newfound understanding of her conflict styles. At home, she tends to be a bit competitive, and so does he. They continue to work on learning how to keep from butting heads too much. At work, Emily tells me she's much more willing to compromise, accommodate, and collaborate to settle conflicts. Emily again. At the end of this class, I understand that I can develop my leadership style while also realizing that each person I work with won't have the same responses. People have different motivators and obstacles, and I need to be able to conform to their needs, not them to mine. While my team is full of talent, I also need to help them be successful by giving clear goals and directions, simplifying complex tasks, engaging them when they're bored or not involved, and giving them challenges while engaging out-group members through my leadership and to be aware of my implicit bias. Finally, the big picture. Not all conflict is bad. Trust your team, engage your team. Don't ignore out-group members or opposition, and be transparent.